This is funny. Nuns in Texas are suing a bishop for being evil. Like, what? How can they, like, prove that he's evil when they're gonna use the Bible and be like, oh, he didn't do this on a Sunday, so that means he's bad.
In North Texas are suing a local bishop, accusing him of, quote, pure evil. The bishop shut down the nuns' monastery, claiming the Reverend Mother violated a vow of chastity with a priest. But the Reverend Mother denies the accusation, and now the nuns are suing for $1 million. ABC's Will Gann.
That's funny. So, the bishop says that the nun had sex with another dude, so he wants to shut down a monastery, and now they want to use the government to somehow mediate their claim. That's funny. I mean, the government shouldn't be involved in this. It's just a bunch of like religious nuts, like just hating on each other for BS.
Has that story.
For more than 65 years, the Carmelite nuns have been a fixture of faith in their North Texas community. But this morning, their doors are closed, their gates locked, literally, after the bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Fort Worth has effectively shut the monastery down, stopping priests from performing daily mass there or hearing confession. The bishop permitting only one Sunday mass per week, barring the monastery's roughly 50 daily parishioners from celebrating daily mass there too. Why?
You know, this is like, I mean, imagine if, somebody believed in, a group of people believed in Santa Claus. One group had a, a building dedicated to like worshiping Santa Claus, and another person was the leader of it all who could make decisions and was like, oh, you're not being good enough to Santa Claus, so I'm gonna shut you down. And then the Santa Claus worshippers sue them and court over it. It'd just be like, wow, you people are stupid. I mean, this is just a waste.
Bishop Michael Olson releasing a statement saying the diocese received a report that Reverend Mother Teresa Agnes, quote, committed sins against the sixth commandment and violated her vow of chastity with a priest from outside the Diocese of Fort Worth.
They are clearly accusing her of having some sort of sexual affair with a priest. That absolutely never happened. She's in a wheelchair. She has a feeding tube. She has a PICC line and IV drip that she's on 10 hours a day.
Yeah, that doesn't mean she couldn't be banging. Um, I mean, disabled people can have sex, and there has been many cases of nuns, you know, being caught having sex or getting pregnant or, giving birth and killing the babies and burying them underneath a monastery or nunhood building, whatever it's called. I mean, there's been many places where they've excavated graves of infants because nuns are having sex, getting pregnant, giving birth, and killing the babies, you know, all in the name of God.
She is an incredibly strong woman.
The bishop conducting his own investigation during which the diocese claims the Reverend Mother admitted to the accusations against her.
I think it's very important for people to understand that she absolutely denies what the diocese is apparently accusing her of, and she absolutely has not admitted to a single thing that they are accusing her of.
According to the nun's attorney, the bishop's interrogation occurred within just hours of the Reverend Mother's medical procedure, after she underwent anesthesia and was given painkillers. Now the Reverend Mother and the Carmelite sisters filing a civil lawsuit, accusing Bishop Olson of taking actions of, quote, pure evil, including seizing their computers and a phone, interrogating the sisters, and causing them emotional and psychological distress.
I mean, they can probably get him on stealing their computers and phones and maybe false imprisonment over the interrogation, but took actions of pure evil? Like, they're not going to get anything on that, and they're not going to get $1 million. Honestly, F these people.
The sisters seeking $1 million in damages.
There's no reason to shut the monastery down. Not having the ability to have daily mass and not being able to give confession It's like food and water to you and me.
No, it's not. Like, I can survive without giving some confession to some random weirdo who's going to get off to that confession. I mean, I can only go like 3 days without water.
That is a significant part of their spiritual life.
The diocese firing back, writing an illegal
I mean, if you can't live life without like confessing to some random weirdo, like everything you do, like every single moment of your life, you have some issues that a therapist needs to be involved with.
filing, quote, civil courts are not, however, the appropriate forum to resolve such a theologically laden dispute over an investigation into what the diocese considers sinful behavior. The bishop's
Yeah, this is not a court case whatsoever. It's just uh, the bishop saying that he doesn't like the behaviors of the nuns, shutting down their group, and the nuns being like, "Oh, I don't like how you're treating me. I'm gonna sue you for being evil." It's stupid.
tenure in Fort Worth isn't without controversy. In 2018, he appeared on the cover of the Star Telegram when a petition asking the church to look into Olson's actions was signed by more than 1,500 parishioners. And now another campaign popping up. Justice for Texas nuns, declaring, quote, Bishop Olson's desire for power and greed has gone too far and must be investigated.
Wow, they want to use the government to investigate the bishop for what? Being a power-hungry religious nut? Like, how is that even like different than like any other, pastor, father, anybody who wants to have power over people by being in that position that they are?
Reverend Mother Teresa Agnes is quoted in court documents saying this, quote, order of women are not and have never been under the control of the bishop of the local diocese, and that they answer directly to the Pope. The Carmelite nuns are a Texas nonprofit.
Okay, well, tell the Pope you've been banging a bunch of priests and see how he responds. He's probably not gonna like it because, Catholic popes, they honestly hate
And
women.
while their civil lawsuit seeks $1 million in damages, their lawyer says this battle has nothing to do with money.
My clients don't want $1 million. My clients want to be left alone to worship their God, and they want their private information back. That's the goal of the.
Okay, then just sign a restraining order against the uh against the bishop, or just don't even listen to the bishop whatsoever. Make your own group. These people are so stupid. Religious people are so stupid, and I'm so tired of these stupid religious nuts.
This lawsuit.
And Will Gans joins me now for more on this. Well, these nuns, they've been a fixture in the community for more than 65 years. So how's the community reacting to all of this?
Well, the community is showing their support for the nuns. I think as of this morning, they are laying roses outside of the locked gates of the monastery. And I know that later today, this afternoon, they're planning to gather in a
While laying down roses, or acting like people died. No, it's just stupid religious nuts not being able to practice their stupid religious religion.
local park to pray together to show their support for the nuns because they can't get inside. As you can see there are some of those roses. They can't get inside the monastery since it is locked. I should also add that
I said religious religion, I meant cultish religion, because all religions are cults.
we reached out to the diocese and to the bishop for an interview or for an additional statement, and they declined to provide either of those to us as of this morning.
So what's the latest on the lawsuit, and could this daily mass be reinstated?
Well, we here at ABC News obtained a letter dated May 26th from the bishop to the Reverend Mother saying that he declines to provide daily mass, declines to provide confession until, quote, the members of the monastery demonstrate their love for and obedience to Holy Church and her holy pastors, and until the completion of the pending civil lawsuit has resolved or
I mean, honestly, I don't care, who's banging who. But if you're gonna be of a religion that allows, people to dictate your behavior or what you can do based on who you bang and when you bang them, well, that's all on you. Don't follow a religion that allows some random dude to be able to control your life based on who you bang. You don't have to believe in, fictional fairy tales if you don't want to, but these people choose to, and they're just stupid.
They withdraw that lawsuit. So as of now, no daily mass, no confession expected to resume anytime soon. The first court date here, June 23rd.
Wow. All right. Well.